Page 232. Actually, I'm going to cover the material in 232 and 233 because it has harmonic minor scales, group 2 scales and arpeggios, but we'll talk about that later. First, the technique part. They have a number of lines of music here. The idea is you get to wiggle the fingers in various ways to kind of get accustomed to wiggling the fingers. Czerny is very good about this. He gives these kinds of patterns, and you kind of going up the keyboard. On number 1, you're here. Just keep going. We're just in C major, using just the white keys, all the way up. You should go back down. You can invert that here. It's here. Invert the pattern. The idea is we're working the awkward fingers. And I'm rotating here. I'm not holding the hand still and trying to use the fingers. I'm rotating here and just transferring weight from finger to finger. Because you can do that very quickly. It's a very small motion. But go slow. Till you get the hang of it. Stay relaxed, stay loose, let the wrist collapse a little bit on each one. You have to, whatever it takes to stay loose. You should be doing this in both hands. You can do the same pattern here. Do them both together. That's what I would recommend. But you take it at your speed. Your allegretto doesn't have to be allegretto. It can be as however slow you need to go to get it. As far as the staccatos go, it's just here. Number 2, we're getting block chords here. The C chord, octaves, then an E chord. A couple of things on this. One is you're pushing 6 notes down at the same time, and it needs to sound like one thing. We don't want to hear individual notes going down just whenever. They've all got to go down at the same time. Your hand's in that position and you're lowering the hands. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Stay relaxed. Listen very carefully. Did I really get all the notes down at the same time? You come up here, and the idea of doing this in different places is because it feels different. It feels different than play down here than it does to play up here than it does to play in the middle. And this gives us that opportunity to experience all of these. And number 4 is the same way. You're doing the same with this minor. A chord is a chord is a chord. You get them down at the same time, regardless of what the chord is. I do a 4 on this, and this is a 3rd measure on number 4. I do a 4 on the left hand here. Because the whole chord is that, and that's the fingering. So forth. And then number 5 down, now we're getting here and here. Connect this left hand, you're just going down in octaves. And here we're playing this pattern. Just one. That's all it is, you're doing that. Here. And the first chord there in the right hand. You're not sure what that is? You spell it out because it's way up there in the stratosphere. The lowest note there is on the 2nd ledger line. You should know that's a C. You should know that note. The next one is the next E, and the next line is up there. It's every other line. It works the same way as the regular lines in the staff. Come up here, down 1. Come down again. As fast as I'm going a little fast here just to kind of show you. And then they've added pedal on this. Well, they added pedal on the others too, but I would prefer that you play it without pedal. So you can hear, are you getting these down at the same time? At the same time. And that's easier. Pedal can cover things up. If you're going to use pedal, just do a regular overlapping pedal. Just notes first, then the pedal. Don't play the staccato because the pedal's going to carry it out. Play this as legato as you can, even with the pedal. And they want you to change the pedal on each measure and overlap it. I really think it's better if you do this exercise without pedal. Yeah, I really do. They want you to transpose this to A minor because we're in C major. We'll just go down to A minor, start there, and go on down to A minor. If you do harmonic minor, you got to use G sharps. I'll leave that up to you whether you use natural minor or harmonic minor, whichever. Now, number 6. We're doing the same thing, but now the left hand gets the fun. Get accustomed to playing the different inversions. And here I am using 1, 3, 5 pretty much on these, or 1, 2, 5, or 1, 3, 5. I'll use the 4th finger on these. This is not the extended pattern. This is just the regular 5-finger pattern, and that's that. It's the same thing as number 5, except the hands are reversed. On number 7, you get the C major scale and contrary motion. It's actually pretty, it looks hard, but it isn't. You're using the same fingers at the same time. Crossing under C. It's much easier to do contrary than parallel because you're using the same fingers. On C major scale, it doesn't work that way on all the scales. See, they want you to transpose this to D major. Yeah. 2 sharps, and well, now you're using the same fingers, but the black keys are the same. Here, here. So if you're comfortable with where the black keys are in the scale, here, then it is pretty simple because you're just using the same fingers. And E major is here, 4 flat, 4 sharp. So here. And E major works out really nicely like C major in that it's a mirror. You're using the same fingers and the black and white keys are at the same time. So it's here, black, black, white. Works out that way. It's a mirror. It's the D major that's different because the black and white keys are not at the same time. Wouldn't hurt you to go through all of them. I mean, I cover the contrary motion in the advanced part of the scale and arpeggio videos. I haven't asked you to do the advanced part yet, just the 2 octaves up and down, but they're asking you to go ahead and do contrary. So I would suggest on these scales, when you're doing your scales and arpeggios, go ahead and do them contrary, 2 octaves up and down, because you can do arpeggios contrary also. That's it. It's not necessarily the same fingers because I'm here, but you're using the thumb at the same time and on those 2. But do the tremolo and trill exercises with the accents and the wrist drops. That will do you the most good. Slowly, very slowly. And then finally on page 233, they want you to do group 2, or what they call group 2, would be just B and F. B and F. It's the rest of the minor key signatures. That's where it starts on a white key. A B, because I think we've covered all the others. So B minor is relative to D major, so it's 2 sharps. Do the harmonic minor here. And here it's, again, 4. 4. This 4 on B is just a starting finger, because otherwise it'd be the thumb. The 4 really plays the F sharp. So, and then the F minor. F minor is relative to A flat major, which has 4 flats, and here. And harmonic minor has an E natural. The finger is the same. Just like a regular F scale, except you got to get the right black keys involved. And the arpeggios too. This is just the B minor is just the 3rd finger plays the black key. Here and here, I use 4th finger on that, and here. 2nd finger plays the black key. So, and then the the F minor is here. It's the same as F major, except you got the flat, and that's the fingering for it. Yeah, for F minor. Don't take these as fast as I'm taking them. I've been doing them forever. You take it at your speed, use a metronome, stay relaxed, wrist drops, accents, the whole myth. Okay.